Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Gina. My name is Gina Virginia Casella. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Gina Virginia Casella. And I'd love for you to join my Facebook group, Present Moment Alchemy. And don't forget to pick up a copy of Dragon Dreams. Books 1 to 5 are available on Amazon.ca. You can also get them on Kindle. And books 6 and 7, I'm actually finished them. And I'm just falling a little bit behind schedule today with Cooking with Gina because I was playing around making a cover. And I don't know if you can relate, but I was able to, back last spring when I published the first 4 books, found this template. So you just add in like how many page numbers and whatnot. And then it calculates your dimensions for you for your cover. But it's like I'm using the wrong outdated dimensions. So I have to actually take this, upload it onto KDP, have them reject it and let me know the actual dimensions, and then redo it. So at least I know what I'm doing, even though it's kind of backwards. And so tomorrow morning, I think I'm just going to enjoy um, playing around with the dimensions. But the good news is that the actual creating of the cover is not a problem for me anymore. So that's really good. Neither is uploading the manuscript, but yeah, I don't know. Like there needs to be some updates done. It doesn't cost anything to publish on KDP, and honestly, I'm wondering if this is why, because of all of these things, and I'm wondering if you could relate. So, what am I cooking today? I don't know. I feel like going to a pub or something, and just having like fries and a clubhouse or something like that. So today I just grabbed 2 potatoes. I'm gonna slice them up into like French fries, if you will. Put some oil on them, and then folks today were out and about and picked up some bread. So I think I'm going to transform this into a garlic bread and put some tomato, lettuce on it, and just really looking forward to it. One of my favorite things to eat is a toasted tomato sandwich. Nothing fancy, and I'm really enjoying the veganese. I'm still getting used to the vegan cuisine, and I'm wondering about you. Mhm. So, those of you who might be new to Cooking with Gina started as I wanted to run a program called the 12-month beauty prayer, intensive beauty prayer transformational program. And I was putting together like all this stuff. And one of the things that was going to be part of the program was going to be these videos. I was creating a video series, and part of that was going to be like, um, uh, little tips and tricks and whatnot, and little mini lessons to help people with their dream journaling homework, if you will. And part of that homework was going to be pick something, anything that brings you joy, and document it. So I was trying to role model, like, cooking brings me joy. It really does. It comes naturally to me. It's something that I'm good at. Um, folks out there, they just really crumble in the kitchen. But me, I do well in it. And what's really nice is I don't overthink things. And so it's just kind of like trying to apply this joy into everyday life, right? And also it had to do with like the child within. But anyways, Cooking with Gina is running longer than I anticipated, so that's exciting. And as long as people are viewing, I feel encouraged. If you're like me, you're losing track of time. Today's Monday, right? And I thought it was like Tuesday, so I wasn't too off. But I was just kind of surprised that it was Tuesday. I'm surprised that I'm on the tired side. But you know what? We tend to be our own worst critics. And it's like, I hope I'm fucking tired. I just hammered out 3 more books, right? And I've been up early writing for like, an easy 6 to 7 hours a day. And then this morning I was persevering and whatnot. And so it's like, yeah, I hope I'm tired. And so Cooking with Gina is, it's always been about connecting, but now it's going to that next level. And I want to know, how are you connecting with me? What are things that I say that resonate with you? And I'm really excited about books 6 and 7. I'm still processing book 5, and honestly, I'm still processing books 1 to 4. And I'm having these moments where it's like, did I include this? Did I include that? And I'm going back in the table of contents, and it's like, maybe, I don't know, I did put it in there, but I didn't talk about it enough. And it's just like the series in itself is really taking a hold, a life of its own. Oh, there's my oven, it's ready. And it's just really cool, you know. I mean, you can start reading Dragon Dreams at any book that you want, but book 1 sets you up for the whole series. There's a lot of disclosure in there, so it's like really pouring my heart and soul into these books and being vulnerable and authentic. And after Community, after Soul Tribe, and I reread little snippets here and there from books 1 to 4, and it's just like, wow, like it's really means a lot to me. And I'm wondering which snippets in Dragon's Dreams really mean a lot to you and why. I'd really love to know. So I'm just going to add some olive oil to the potatoes and shake them around. And then I'm just going to spread them on my cookie sheet here, just keeping it simple. And, I was going to say book 6 is called Feared and Revered because talks about like ETs and ET crafts and just kind of like a coolness factor about some of the things. But as I'm like chatting with them, I'm realizing that, hey, you know what? Their technology actually isn't all that advanced. It's quite bulky. And considering that they can do this and do that, they can't do this or that. And then it's like the power that they have, because they're so powerful, it's like, well, why can't they do this or that then? And it's just like we really get into these conversations. And I'm wondering how these books might, trigger you into remembering. These Dragon Dreams are based on my dreams, half remembered, half misunderstood. And I know collectively we share symbols and whatnot. And so I was like really super pumped up about it. And I don't care if I sound scattered anymore. I'm tired. I just published 3 more books, like, right? So I gotta give myself credit where credit is due. And I still have notes on my computer for book 8, but I think I'm just going to take a little bit of a backseat and try to promote myself a little bit. I still haven't even contacted Brian yet. And he doesn't know it, but he's going to be hosting me. And I'm really excited. And sounds like I'm going to be a guest on another show too. But behind the scenes, we're just formalizing that. And I'm going to get these potatoes in the oven. So the nice thing about today is I'm just making a tomato sandwich. It's pretty easy. I had intentions of making like a garlic pasta, but when I saw this bread, I was like, I want the bread. I'm gonna cut myself a nice piece here. It's naturally cracked here. So I'm just gonna cut there, which is like almost half the loaf. I don't know about you, but whenever I eat a baguette, I tend to eat like pretty much half of it at a time. Usually I use a knife that has the like the teeth on it, if you will. But this one's doing the trick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to get it toasted, and then I'm going to scratch some garlic on it. The bread, I feel like it's just really tasty. Just seems like really soft, so I'm just gonna like save myself a little piece here just to eat like that. And I'm just gonna peel the garlic. So as I'm just peeling the garlic here, I was having a little laugh to myself because there's this guy that I was hoping to date. We were talking a little bit, and I was telling him about, cooking with Gina and me writing the Dragon Dream series. And he said, and on his profile, anyways, they had a spiritual side. I don't know. He just seemed like somebody I could really connect with. And, anyways, I posted a video, like I do, with cooking with Gina, but I also posted a video of the new moon and my collective new moon reading. And I think that might have scared him away. I'm just wondering if you can relate, like, when people see the real you, the authentic you, doing your spirit work, what you look like, what you sound like. And it's just like in the last video, I didn't even, I opened and closed the ceremony, but I honestly, I feel shy about doing that kind of stuff in front of others. It's really private and personal for me. Um, and I kind of feel like I'm rushed when I do it too. So that's just something that I need to work on. That it's just funny because in the last one, um, it was just like a little snapshot of what it really looks like. And so I thought it was funny. And at the time, though, I thought it was really disappointing, and it just made me feel proud for being myself. And I feel good about coming out of the spiritual closet. And um, I'm one of those people have been telling me things my whole life, all kinds of things. And now more than ever, I'm really open to it. And I get it. It freaks some people out who aren't used to it. But as long as I don't feel judged or hostility, I feel like it's okay to have, these different experiences and different beliefs. And some people might not be comfortable having conversations like I've been having, or, the content in my book. I think people are going to be really wowed by it, just for the content in itself, but also that it came from me. And but it's making space for the right soul tribe, if you will. And when it comes to relationships, we always have to have a relationship with ourselves first. We need to be whole and holy on our own, and then our significant other just complements our life. And so I'm looking for a complement. And it's just funny because the guy that I was chatting with, I'm sure he's looking for a compliment too, but he didn't see that as a compliment. He saw it maybe as a concern. And I just think it's funny. But the point I wanted to make is I'm wondering if anybody else can relate as far as dating goes, and coming out of the spiritual closet, and trying to find somebody that you could meditate with, or maybe make weird sounding noises as part of your communication or your prayers that you say to yourself. Um, Let me know. I'm interested. And I'm also interested too if you've ever publicly announced something and then people just feel kind of weird around you. Um, Anyways, gonna get back to my sandwich here. So something I'd really like to do is go to some kind of expo about conscious evolution, where they have panelists, scientists, and just experiencers alike sharing their stories. But it's always nice to have scientists there who can speak to quantum physics and help bridge it all together. So I'd really like to do that. And I'm wondering what are things that you would like to do. I've never gone to an event like that before, just because typically I'm not even aware that they're happening. And the ones that I was aware of, they were, it was more of like a trend. It was, it was bringing people together, which was good, but they had people go there like dress up as superheroes and wear like ET costumes. And I don't want to go to an event like that. I want to go to an event where it's like more serious. Um, so I'm just wondering if anybody out there knows of any events. I'd love to go to them. There's a couple that I have in mind. For me, it's just financially getting it together so that I can get there. And I'm wondering about you, if you've ever been to an event, if you've ever seen somebody speak. I was really hooked on Gaia for a few years. I bought a lot of books that I've had to part with, unfortunately, that I had this little fantasy that I would attend one of the conscious evolution events in some way, shape, or form and get folks to sign my book. And I think it'd be really cool if I got to sit at a table and sell Dragon Dreams and sign people's books, and for them to just tell me how they resonated with my book. I think that would be really special. I thought about going to the local library here and trying to promote myself, but I think it might be better to be a vendor. I think that's the language I need to use. I need to be a vendor and show up at these expos so I can connect to people. Because, like I said, I'm one of those people, folks have been telling me things my whole life. So if I went to some kind of expo like that and I just sat there, oh my God, like I just can't even begin to imagine the things that folks would tell me, you know? And I don't know, are you one of those folks? What would you tell me? Tell me now. Let me know in the comments. So, the bread, I can't help it. I'm going to dig into this. It's just soft and nice and fresh. Mm, forgot to put butter on it. So I'm using Earth Balance. I really like it. Came in a red container too. This one is original. It's gluten-free. The other one, maybe it was soy-free, but there was something a little bit different about it. And I feel like I need to buy it again to remind me about why I'm buying this one. I don't know. I think I'm indifferent to which one I like better, the red one or this orange container. Let me know in the comments what you prefer. And there's really not much going on right now, just waiting for my fries. I think when they get to the halfway point and it's time to like flip them around a bit, that's when I'll put my bread in. I don't want it to be like super toasted. I just want it to be a little toasty, crusty. So I can scratch the garlic bread on it, and telling you it's like a secret garlic bread. Now you know the secret. And what else is going on? Mmm. Mm. I washed my tomato already. I guess I can slice it. When I make a sandwich, I like to slice my tomatoes really thin. And this tomato is perfect. Ideally, I like my tomatoes when they're ripe and red. So when I'm slicing them thin like I am now, it's nice for them to be a little bit orangey because they're firmer. And kind of feel like my mind is quieting. I think I'm going to sleep really good tonight. There's just like this big wash going through my mind, you know, like when I published book 5, I felt like I just finished writing an exam or something like that. And now I think I'm just I think I was a little hyper when I started this video, and now I'm like, you know, sinking into the present moment again. So what am I drinking? I'm drinking Pepsi Zero. I bought it by accident. It was a good accident. I meant to buy the regular Pepsi. I didn't notice. And it's okay, but I wouldn't buy it again personally. I prefer the regular Pepsi if I can pick and choose. I'm wondering, what do you like to drink? I've been drinking a lot of pop lately. Been eating a lot of junk food too. Yesterday I pounded like 4 chocolate bars. And I'm wondering, do you do stuff like that? I think seasonally too, it's like that time of year. And yeah, I wish I had something more entertaining to tell you, but I'm just waiting for those fries to cook. And for what it's worth, it's okay to be quiet and just to enjoy silence and not to feel like you have to talk aimlessly. Um, so thank you everybody for tuning in and listening to me, because I don't edit this at all. And I never plan what I'm going to say. I never plan what I'm going to cook. I usually have an idea of ingredients that I'm going to use, but it can totally transform. And it's funny going back and watching the Cooking with Gina videos, because just the one that I made yesterday, I did it again. I hit the pause button when I mean to unpause, and when I mean to unpause, I pause it. And so it's just funny. I'm wondering if you can relate, just I guess taking a step back and laughing at yourself. And that was something that I was going to mention earlier, was the book 7, The Elephant's Anthem of Liberation, is really powerful because it's about persevering and moving forward and really challenging what it means to even be free. Even if we're being very well treated and whatnot, how free truly are we? And just breaking barriers. And I think when I was initially writing this book, um, I wasn't able to process these bigger ideas. And now I can. I had really bad brain fog. It was like really bad. And it's hard to believe it was that bad looking back. And I'm really proud of myself. And like I said, there's a lot of full disclosures in there. And I don't even think I can tell you what's in what book now. Um, so I'm wondering, what are you thinking? So I left my oven mitts upstairs. Yeah, it's a little annoying every day. It's like my oven mitts, my tripod with the light, this little microphone. I mean, it's really not a big deal, but every day I bring it downstairs to do Cooking with Gina, and then I bring it back upstairs. So I can't wait to get my own place again. Rosie and I are looking forward to getting a condo by the beach. And as excited as I am to get a condo, I think it's good just to be in transition right now. Because I've never owned a property before, and I feel like that's been one of the bonuses that I've had about renting my whole life, is you don't have to commit to anything. When you want to leave, you can leave. You don't have to worry about anything other than getting your damage deposit back. And I don't want to move just to move again. There's a lot of these like high-rise buildings by the beach, but really I just want to live in like a 3 to 4 story. I think it's called a villa, because it's only like no more than 5 stories. To me, that's tall enough. I want to see the mountains around me. I don't want to see buildings around me. And I'm wondering about you. I always wanted to live. Growing up, I lived in a house with a backyard. But since I've been on my own, I haven't had that. And I always wanted it. And now I'm at a point in my life where I actually think I would really thrive in the condo lifestyle, um, because I don't want the responsibilities of, mowing the lawn or anything like that. And because I'm not on the ground floor, I feel safer being like on the 3rd floor. And it's got to have an elevator. That's a must. And just looking forward to this next phase. 2024 is the year of the dragon. It's been a great year. It's been a year with a lot of positive things. I wrote 7 books. and I was in 2 dance shows, and went camping. Really enjoyed personal time, doing personal work with my gemstones, enjoying the sun on my condo balcony. But 2024 also came with a lot of heartache, and that heartache is all fully disclosed in Dragon Dreams. And I'm at a point now where it's like, now what? Like, the towers crumbled, the sand is cleared, and I'm walking away, and I'm not looking back, and realizing that all my high quality items are within me, and so it's just like, when you have a dream, it's like a 2-second dream, but then it takes like, 500 hours to explain it. Like, I feel like that's what Dragon Dreams is. Um, and I think now I need to just like resonate in what I published. Like, I can't wait. So the potatoes still need more time. I'm going to put my bread in. And whenever I put bread in the oven, I just like to keep it on bake. I don't like to do the broil thing. I just keep it on bake. I intentionally don't want it to be, just the top toasted. I want the whole thing to be toasted. I want the inside to be nice and soft. I'm wondering about you. How do you use the oven when you're making bread? Um, when it comes to toast, I would rather just have like flatbread as the toast. But when I'm having like bigger pieces of bread like this or a bun, I call it lightly toasted, but really it's just lightly baked. So I'm wondering if you can relate. Scattered, that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling scattered. I'm standing here and I'm thinking like, did I say that out loud yet, or did I just think that? I'm wondering if you can relate. And and I don't care. I'm going to put this on YouTube anyways. Clearly, it's one of those days where I'm brain farting it out, and I'm just laughing at myself here. So I'm going to. I'm ready to like dig in. I'm just waiting really. So I've got a knife here ready for the butter. I've got a spoon ready for my mayonnaise. It's Vegenaise. It's by Earth Island. And then I'm going to also squirt some French's mustard on there. And I've got salt and pepper for my tomatoes. It's Kirkland brand, in case you were wondering. And then I'm just got some head lettuce here. It's already washed, and it's going to be really good. I can't wait. So I took my bread out of the oven. It's really hot. And time is a bit of a factor. So you want to just literally scratch the raw fresh garlic on here. And I always think about pastels. When you're using pastels, you don't really use much and it like disappears, or when you're doing chalk art, for example. So you just scratch it and scratch it and scratch it. So the toasted top is what's scratching it. I'm scattered. Thanks for being patient and tuning in. So you can see it's like getting smaller and smaller. This here I just had as extra. It's always nice to have garlic ready to rock and roll. And then what I want to do is get some butter here on my knife. And this is how you make garlic bread. This is like the best garlic bread ever. And if you had, like in the past when I was eating cheese, I would, at this point, I would put cheese on it or purple onions, and then I would put it back in the oven just to like melt the cheese. And part of me just wants to eat this like this. And okay, yeah, so this is the bottom. So I'm going to take my tomatoes and just put those on. Right? It's all like layered. Mmm. Oh, yeah. And then, okay, I just got to wipe my hands here. Salt and pepper it up. I feel like I'm too ambitious, and this is just too many tomatoes on my on my sandwich. It's probably gonna fall off, but that's okay. I'm willing to take that risk. I'm going to have some lettuce. And I wanted to put some mayonnaise and mustard on here, but I don't know. Part of me just wants to leave it like this. I should have put mayonnaise on the bottom and the mustard on the bottom, but whatever. It's going on the top now. And my fries are almost ready. Oh, yeah. Right? Well, it's more than half the size of my pop can tall. I think I'm going to slice this in half. And I think it's going to be one of those sandwiches that, like, once you pick it up, you shouldn't put it down. You should just keep eating it, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to tidy up a little bit and get a plate. My fries are almost there. The way I check them is basically just how they look when they start crisping up and browning. But I always take one of the fatter ones and break it in half, and it's still just a little bit raw in there. So, ooh, it's hot. I'm going to wait. And I'm wondering about you. How do you make sure that your fries are ready? Do you trust a timer, or do you just go by how it looks or how it smells? Let me know in the comments. What are your ways of knowing? I'm wondering if you've ever slipped into a past life, or if you've had an interesting dream where you felt like you were in another reality or a different dimension. Love to hear about it in the comments. Really would. So why me? Why Dragon Dreams? Well, why not, right? People ask why a lot, and it's like, well, why the fuck not? And it's like, well, why me? Well, you know what? I don't think the world needs any more celebrities or heroes. I think the world needs just regular folks like myself who are recognizing that they're their own hero. You know, nobody's going to save you other than you. Nobody's going to love you like the person who looks back at you in the mirror, and just being whole and holy on your own, and knowing what it means to have courage, moving forward, even though you're scared shitless, you keep moving forward. And that's what it means to be fierce. And moving away from perfection. You know, the world needs hopes and dreams. It always needs hopes and dreams. Right now, especially, in Dragon Dreams is all about hopes and dreams, dreaming wildly and daring to dream. And today, I'm just going to get the potatoes out. I heard on the radio that they're making models out of AI, like AI are modeling makeup and clothing. And everybody had a laugh, but I forget what company it was, but they actually never sold so much merchandise ever. It just like exploded how much merchandise they sold, because when people look at the AI, they think, oh, I want to look like that. And it's like, you want to look like a robot? So I feel like there's, it's really interesting, and that the Dragon Dreams, because like just our own body image and our self image and the way we see ourselves, and the next upgrade, like in 10 years from now, what will the AI makeup model robots look like, and at what point are we going to be like, it gets unethical, essentially. And that's the thing about like robots ruling the world. It's like, robots don't need to make money. We're the ones who are telling the robots that we need to make money, but robots don't need money to survive, right? And robots too, they've got Murphy's Law up their butts. If it gets too hot or too cold, or if they get wet, they could malfunction. And so really, we, Homo sapiens sapiens, and other animals like us, other biologicals, if you will, we're quite the tool and resource. And there's so much about us that we don't even know. And ETs, some ETs, who arguably are Homo sapiens sapiens, traded their biology for technology because they wanted to become a soft technology. That's what we are. Um, and and I feel like somebody like myself, because people have been telling me things my whole life, that this is the new wave of information, that people are telling me things, and it's coming up in Dragon Dreams, it's coming up in other conversations, and now I'm hearing it on the news. So there's a lot of weaving going on, and I want there to be movies made and whatnot about the Dragon Dreams, but I don't want to star in any of them. I just want to stay in the background. Um, and I'm wondering about you. How can you relate? And what do you think about artificial intelligence, hybrids? And it's a lot to process, right? It's a lot to process. So why Dragon Dreams and why me? Because I'm just an everyday person, and age 7 Gina, who's behind a lot of this. It's being authentic in the child within, and then also crossed with the need to hope and dream, and the need to really understand that we all play a role, and even the little guy can make the biggest difference. And there's always that emphasis in my dream journal, because I used to be this very big, powerful man, but now I'm just like this little 7-year-old girl, and everybody thinks that I'm this big, powerful man, and they're scared of me. But then they see me, they're like, oh, I'm just a little girl. But energetic signature wise, they recognize me. So they're like terrified and confused. And I was unmade, and I went through this big process, and um, I'm learning language. Like I'm finding the AI generator helpful, because even things like timelines and crisscrossing timelines, like the AI is using that language. And anyways, I just find it fascinating. So anyways, my meal's ready here. I got my tomato sandwich. I got my fries. I got salt and pepper on them. They look really good. There's no Bisquick on them. I went through a little Bisquick phase on Cooking with Gina. These are just some fries with oil and salt and pepper. And I know when I dig into this, I'm not going to be able to put it down. It's going to be so, so good. So I really want to thank you today for tuning in with me while I brain farted out. If this is the first episode that you've ever watched of Cooking with Gina, I brain farted out in the other episodes, but not like today. There's a few times I was just going to like restart my camera, and I didn't. Okay, so um, the fries, right? Mm, I love it when fries are like different sizes. That one was nice and crunchy. This one's got some meat to it, if you will. Mm. And then this one is really nice and fat. Oh, and it's thundering outside. I can use a good thunderstorm. Love thunderstorms. I like to just put salt and pepper on my fries. I don't really care about the pepper, just the salt. Sometimes I put seasoning salt to change it up. When I was a kid, I just couldn't put enough ketchup on my fries. It was like, would you like some fries with your ketchup? That's how much ketchup I would put on. I still like to dip my fries in ketchup, but these days I just kind of like them on the plain side. Sometimes I'll mix ketchup and Miracle Whip together. I guess now that I'm, vegan, I'll have to use the Vegenaise. And Caesar dressing was another one. I like using Caesar dressing. So I need to find some kind of like vegan Caesar dressing. Oh, and vinegar. Sometimes I like to put vinegar or the malt vinegar on chips. Okay, so I don't even know where to start tearing into this. Here we go. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. That is good. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, folks, I've done it again. This is a pretty tasty meal. The bread is just fantastic. It tastes like really great garlic bread. And then the tomatoes sliced thin and the tomatoes warmed up. And so did the lettuce a little bit. And I can taste the mustard and Vegenaise in there. I felt like I put a lot of salt, but I feel like it needs more salt. Maybe it's just that bite that I had. But I've got lots of salt here on my fries. So who's coming over for dinner, right? So my name is Gina Virginia Casella. Thank you so much for watching Cooking with Gina. Cooking brings me a lot of joy, and it's just something that's always come naturally to me, even if it's just making a tomato sandwich here. I really love it, and it's nice to fancy it up with a baguette. Please like and subscribe my YouTube at Gina Virginia Casella. I'd love for you to join my Facebook group, Present Moment Alchemy. And don't forget to check out Amazon.ca to get books 1 to 5. They're available. You can get it within 1 to 3 days, your soft cover, or you can get books 1 to 5 immediately on Kindle. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be reporting to you that books 6 and 7 are in review. I just have to tinker a bit with the covers. And and thank you a lot. I think I'm going to eat this and take a nap. It's one of those days, right? And I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say. Just thank you again. And I'm wondering what you're cooking and how you can relate. I'd really love to hear it. Until next time, take care.